Shalom, shalom. I want to give all the praise, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kudash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing this truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom. This is the brother Shabai from the GMS Denver camp. And, you check out the scenery. I'm going to show you the back. My daughter and I, we came up for a hike today. It was kind of a spontaneous thing. Just decided to up and go. That's one of the benefits about being out here in Colorado. You got the mountains. They're not too far from where we live, It's like a 25-minute drive, 20 if you go fast. But, just decided to do a lesson. I'm actually going to flip the camera during the lesson. It's going to be a quick one, but that way you could see the some of the scenery. And this is actually Boulder, Colorado, right here. So flip it around. You can kind of see some stuff here. So without further ado, let me get in the scriptures, okay? It says, a psalm of David. Yahweh is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Yahweh is the strength of my life. And go ahead, you good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, have a good hike. All right, and it says, the Yahweh is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? All right, and that's the thing, being in this ministry, being a part of this hopeful elect. We don't have to be afraid about anything, with everything that's happening in this world. We don't have to worry about it. Okay. The Yahweh Bashem Yashai and the angels got our back, Let's keep reading. It says, when the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Okay. And that's what's going to happen to Esau Edom, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai is going to lift that standard. When things get real chaotic, when Jacob's trouble is at its peak, the Yahweh Bashem Yahshai is going to lift up that standard for his elect, okay? And again, I hope you brothers can see the view, because this is a really, we're up pretty high. We came up and hiked, and we're up pretty high. But it says, though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. All right. So even in this unstable times that these people are, that's happening right now on the earth during the war and everything, we still have that confidence. So we don't have to worry. Okay. Sorry. But, let's see, verse 4, Salakia. Little baddie just walked by. So anyway, let's keep going. I was hoping we wouldn't have too much traffic, but there's a few people up here. So anyway, let me keep reading. One thing have I desired of Yahweh, that I will seek after, that I may dwell in the house of Yahweh all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of Yahweh, and to inquire in his temple. All right, now some Moabites just walked by. So anyway, yeah, I guess I could have picked less traffic. So let me get through this, because this is something that we is sacred for us and private for us, It's just for the brotherhood, really, because it's not for all these people. But anyway, that's the thing. We want to dwell in the house of Yahweh. And then what's the house of Yahweh? Is this truth, this ministry. Okay? For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me upon the rock. And I could see why the Spirit brought me to this Psalm 27, because I'm literally sitting on these rocks. You see? Check out those rocks. All right. You look that way, there's rocks. That's actually my daughter right there. my youngest. And so I'm actually going to pause it while these Edomites pass because there's a pack of Edomites coming up here. Salakia. Alright, Salakia, I'm back. Tour guide and shit. He's over here talking his ass off. So anyway, I'm going to keep reading. They're a distance away from me. It says, but you know, set upon a rock. And now a rock is Yahweh Shai for us, okay? It says, and now shall mine head be lifted up above mine enemies. Devil's gone. So, okay, it says in verse 6, and now shall mine head be lifted up above mine enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, I will sing praises unto Yahweh. And when we're put back in our rightful position, which is ruling over these heathen, you know, we're going to be singing for joy. Because we're tired of being underneath Esau and his wicked, rulership, his wicked society. You know, all the abominations that he allows. All the wickedness that he promotes. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're going to be singing praises unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai when this devil is gone, you know. What is it? I think Job, what is it, 5 or 20? I always get them mixed up. It says, the eye that see him shall see him no more. We ain't got to deal with this devil anymore. When we're going to, you know, be... Well, he's going to be a slave for 1,000 years, hardcore slavery, and then we won't have to deal with him when he's eradicated from existence, okay? This is all biblical, you know? For people who are new, for people who are just come across the video, this is biblical. This is not a personal opinion. This is not taking a unnecessary jab at Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. No, this is biblical prophecy, okay? It says in verse 7, hear, O Yahweh, when I cry with my voice, have mercy also upon me and answer me. When thou saidst, seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Yahweh, will I seek. And that's what the elect are doing. There was a time where Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai hid their faces from the Israelites, you know. And I was just listening on the way up here, I was listening to the elders, and they were talking about, so you're good, bro. And they were talking about, the elders were talking about how there was a time where Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai hid their face from us, you know. And then you had the Renaissance period where Esau started to thrive, and that was the elders were going in, literally as I was walking up the mountain, I was listening to them, and they were talking about this, you know. But basically, how the Renaissance period was a great time of deception, okay? Because these Edomites, that's when they set themselves up as God on the earth. And that's when they gave you that deception of the whole, the Greek Edomites, they started out with, that whole, in the Roman Empire, Greco-Roman Empire, setting up that cracker Jesus, And then you go back to the ancient Egypt during the Ptolemaic dynasty, and they had Serapis Christos, which was basically a version of cracker Jesus during the time of the Ptolemaic dynasty. Okay, but anyway, let me keep reading. Hear, O Yahweh, when I cry with my voice, have mercy also upon me, and answer me. When thou saidst, seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Yahweh, will I seek. And the elect seek the face, the truth, really. We actually seeking the truth. That's why we're able to, that's why Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai revealed themselves to the elect, and only the elect. Because the 2/3 of our people, they don't come out of that darkness. They don't come out of the philosophies and the lies that our fathers have inherited. And they therefore, stuck in darkness, Only the elect are seeking the true images, the true faces of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, I think it's John 7:38, He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, the same out of the rivers of living water shall flow from the belly. Right? Roughly paraphrasing. So it says here in 9, hide not thy face far from me, put not thy servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O the Most High of my salvation. And that's the prayer. This goes right in line with Psalm 51:11. How take us not out of thy presence, take not thy Holy Spirit away from us. This is a prayer we, as the elect, we should commit ourselves to that prayer daily, because it's a fearful thing to for the Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai to take the spirit away from us, take his spirit off us. When my father and my mother forsake me, then Yahweh will take me up. All right, because in this world, in the flesh, your mother, she could forget about you. Your father in this world could forget about you. In the spirit, just totally forget about you. Especially sometimes you lose family members; they get offended. So they might, become distant because of the ministry. You see, so the thing that we worry about is Yahweh forgetting about us. These people in this world, even if it's your parents, even if it could be your kids, it could be your wife, it could be your woman, your girlfriend, your whatever, however you want to put it. These people all can forget about you, but Yahweh is the one that we're, that's when if Yahweh forgets about you, then you got some problems. This is verse 10 or 11. Teach me thy way, O Yahweh, and lead me in the plain path because of mine enemies. All right. Again, teach us the way. Who is learning the true way? Is the elect. Starts out with his prophets. We learn the truth. We rise early before all the other people because we have the understanding of what's really going on. Deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. Right? And that's that conspiracy word. It literally means to breathe. Right? There's people who conspire against the Israelites. They make false accusations about us. They try to demonize us just because we tell them the truth, right? What is that? Is it Galatians 4:16? Maybe it's Ephesians. I always get it mixed up. I think it's Galatians 4:16. Am I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Right? Verse 13. I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of Yahweh in the land of the living. Right? And where's the land of the living? That's the elect. Because all these people around us are dead. They're dead to Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. They're dead to the truth. They're the walking dead, the congregation of the dead, right? Only the elect are living right now with this. If you have the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai, that's what translates to life. That's what brings forth life, okay? Last verse here, 14. Wait on Yahweh, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on Yahweh. And that's what the elect's doing, man. We waiting for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Blessed are they that wait on Yahweh, right? Not blessed are they who wait on Cracker Jesus to crack the clouds, Then they're going to try and deceive people, and they're going to do a good job with it too. One of the brothers had put up a video, and it showed some drones all coming in a formation and making an image in the sky of Cracker Jesus, and it was actually a pretty good job they did. You got the fucking heathen and the 2/3. They see that shit and they literally believe it. But we who are of the elect, we are never to be deceived, right? Matthew 24 tells you that the elect shall not be deceived. It's not possible for the elect to be deceived. So when they bust out and the brother made the point on his little post with the drones of Cracker Jesus, and I'm just trying to show you brothers, pan the camera around to show you the sights out here, the views. It's really beautiful out here today, man. I don't know how if this camera's doing it justice. It's kind of dark, it looks like, so that's why I kind of pan towards the rocks, because it seems to lighten it up the screen a little bit. But yeah, we bless are us who are waiting on Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. Okay, Because everybody else is going to be catfished. When they see Yahweh Shai crack the clouds and they've been waiting on Cracker Jesus, they're going to be like, they're going to know doom is upon them, right? But not the elect. We're going to know what it is. But as I was saying, that when I bust out that Project Bluebeam technology, that shit's going to be, I mean, if they can do that image with the drone, like the brother pointed out, just imagine how that image in the skies is going to be of that Cracker Jesus with Project Bluebeam, It's going to be it's easily deceiving the majority of these people who Yahweh Bashem Yahshua has hid his face from them, right? But when the true power in the sun shows up and visit the earth, hey, the elect is going to be praising Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. We're going to know what it is. So with that, I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruka Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akim who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.